behalf of the Board of Trustees, the faculty, the seminarians, and the staff of Pope St. John, to welcome you home. It's nice to have you back with us. This, as many of you know, is the 40th anniversary of this lawn party. And during COVID, one of my predecessors, the man responsible for this event, Monsignor Dennis Sheehan, passed on to the Lord and died on November 20th, 2020. And Dennis was a great priest. He had great inspiration and great vision. And I've been so fortunate to stand on the shoulders of the men who came before me. And I want to recognize a few of those men tonight. We have with us Monsignor Francis Kiely from the Diocese of Worcester. Bishop Peter Uglietto, the Vicar General for the Archdiocese of Boston. And my immediate predecessor, and to whom I'm most indebted, Father Bill Pillardi, the pastor of St. Agatha's in Milton. Where are you, Bill? You know, one of the great things about being the rector of the seminary is that you get to travel. And you get to go to ordinations and get to do all sorts of wonderful things. And this past year, I was traveling. I went out to Kansas City in Kansas. Now, I've never been there. I was going to say I'm not sure I'd recommend a special trip, but it's an interesting place. It is the home of Hallmark. It is also the home of the National World War I Museum, and it's known for barbecue. So on my way out there, I met this wonderful man on the plane, and he wanted me to have barbecue with him and his wife and his 5 kids. So anyway, I'm out there, and finally I decided I'll go, and I had a wonderful time. But before we went for barbecue, he says, Father, there is out here a pig. This pig is phenomenal. You have got to see this pig. And I'm thinking, really? Okay. So we go out to this farm, and here's this pig with a prosthetic leg. And I looked at the farmer, and I said, what's the story with the pig? He said, you know, this pig, when she was 8 months old, saved my daughter. My daughter fell from that loft into a trough of water, and that pig pulled her out. I said, oh, is that how she lost her leg? Oh, no. He said, no. I said, did she break a hip? No. I said, oh. He said, and you know what? He said, a couple of years later, he said, the wood-burning stove in our house burned down the house. And this pig came out of the pen, went over to the house, knocked on the door, did so well. They got us all out of the house, even went to the neighbors and told them, hey, the house is on fire. I said, so, will she get burned in the fire? No, he says. No, she's a tough old lady. So, and then he says to me, Ann, see that over there, the cliff? My son was out on a horse. And he was riding, and my wife was in the kitchen. She looked out, and a snake came across the path of the horse. And he said, the pig came out of her pen and went out and killed the snake and got the horse under control. I said, oh, well, what did the horse hit her, kick her, or the snake bite her? No, she's a tough old pig. So I said to him, well, not for nothing. I said, how did she lose her leg? And he scratched his head and he said, well, with a pig this good, you don't want to eat it all at once. I hope you enjoyed dinner. I think we have pulled pork. One of the great things about being the rector of the seminary is that you meet wonderful people. And our lawn party chair tonight is one of those wonderful people. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Auntie Mame with Rosalind Russell. Christine Roselle reminds me of Rosalind Russell in her desire to experience life, to share with others, and just to excite everybody that she comes in contact with. She has been a tremendous friend to the seminary, a wonderful benefactor. She gave us the funding for the community room, which many of you saw on your way down, which she dedicated in memory of her late husband, Raymond. And she has just been a tremendous asset, like many of you, to this institution. So I'd like to invite Christine to come forward, and would you please join me in thanking her for the wonderful work she has done for this moment.